Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of I'm rotating the chair so that I am naturally facing the microphone. So I guess we're gonna go on the Salt arc, I suppose. A little bit of a throwback to, I suppose, try the broken bottle and the branch again. And we're gonna try this on Aiko. Because if there was any character you would ever do this on, it would probably be her. I thought Miku could work, but God was I stupid. And you know what? Ithutu. This is oh God. Alright. You know, it's a classic throwback to the 100s, the episode 100s back in the early access series, but with a new school twist. Okay, what kind of WoW gamer are you? Are you a new school WoW gamer with your Steam Workshop support and cruise ship mystery in the year 2030? Are you an old school WoW gamer with your... I cannot remember the name of the nail mystery, but the Medusa, the Metamorphous Medusa mystery, Maybe you're an old school WoW gamer, but perhaps you're an elderly WoW school gamer, where you remember the old tutorial, because that got changed like a couple patches ago, I'm pretty sure. And by old tutorial, I mean the one where you briefly played as Yumiko before it got updated again. And then, you know, you could be a prehistoric gamer. You could be a prehistoric WoW gamer where you remember the, whatchamacallit, the old, Yashiro nerf, which was, needing 140 EXP instead of 120 EXP. Ever think about that? I think about that sometimes. As just like a little treat. I mean, we don't really need the money here, but we might as well grab it. Evolving eels, huh? It's a good start. It's a good start. But you know what else is a good start? Getting something not dog shit on the History Club. Human skull. That's not quite good enough, to be honest with you. That is not quite good enough. Broken jaw, literally don't care about it at all. In the slightest. Doesn't matter to me. Does it matter to you? It doesn't matter to me. Are we gonna investigate the seaside twice for a bonus investigation on Eldritch Parasite? I don't think we are. And I don't think we're gonna go into the godforsaken hell portal, the portal to hell. The worst part about this is that we have to wait for a, enemy to show up, and then we have to get hit once. So it's like, this is a pretty bad enemy for this to happen, because we're taking 3 damage. So I'm wondering if we can improvise and then run. We can't do that. What about flash? Fast to equip. We did dodge it, which is pretty funny. And this is the one that you want. You want the strength one. You do want the strength one. You have a lot of power. You ever think about that? You ever think about your power dynamic, Apartment Stalker? What the hell? This is gonna be bad, dude. This is gonna be bad, sister. This is gonna be bad, brother. It's 2 90% chances. You gotta... There's no way. I mean, that's pretty bad. I think you gotta block and then... I don't know. Try a 90% chance again, and then we're good there. Yeah. So this isn't hopeless. We would in a regular run, switch to the... Wait, the baseball bat is only 95 speed? That's terrible. That's, like, borderline unusable. I almost want to listen to the man, but our sanity stat's really good right now. But, like, the problem is that we can pick this now, but it will probably get us killed at the end of the run, so we're not gonna pick it. And honestly, like, put the police station on the seaside, not because we're gonna go there twice, okay? Oh, we could have used the handcuffs, I'm so dumb. We're not gonna do the side quest, I think. I think it's definitely a better idea, too, and I would rather just not take damage. And we would have taken damage, by the way, if that was a high threat level, because we're getting +2, but because the penalty is increased, that's -1. But because we're not getting any healing from Eldritch Parasite, we would have just taken the -1, because that's how that works. We're not gonna go there twice. The EXP is important, don't get me wrong, but we already have Fast Swimmer, and I don't want to get, like, another event. And we're already gonna take -3 sanity here, because I think Kana is definitely going to save us more health in the long run than 3. Like, Kana will definitely save us more HP than 3 sanity, so it's definitely worth it, and we did not take whatchamacallit later. So if you're ever going to, you know, use the branch for whatever reason, or the broken bottle, one of the things that I would definitely recommend is absolutely... I almost feel like we should do Flood, just because... our accuracy is never going to get better. It's just going to be our attack speed. But our damage is going to get better if we go here and we get multiple allies. But there is, we have 3 boss fights that we have to do. And so maybe we should just do, like, one of them right now. Because we've got 3 bosses to do, and we can only kind of, like, cheese one of them. But we can get bonus from that boss fight. So maybe we should. Like, the damage is going to be low. We can get +2 attack damage. Oh, the dog is on the prowl. It's over, chat.
Well, we're terribly sorry. We've lost Emmerdale.
The inner workings of my dog's mind are a mystery to me, because she jumped down to go to the window, and she just wanted attention. She just wanted attention, so I wasn't paying enough attention to her. Even though you were getting pets, and you had the chair all to yourself. That's not good enough. You need more active attention, and you need to be on my chair. Fair enough. Fair enough. So now I am, like, occupied. I have to pet the dog. Sometimes with both hands during this run. So how can I concentrate? How can I concentrate when I have a cute dog looking at me right now? And she's hitting the spacebar with her head, because she keeps leaning back. I'm trying to pet her on the head so that she stops leaning back, but whenever I pet her on the chin, she just leans back and then presses the spacebar. So hopefully, just gonna move the keyboard back a little bit so that she doesn't press anything. What are we doing here? How am I supposed to concentrate? How am I supposed to concentrate? I don't know. It's like a 90% chances. It's like pretty good. It's pretty cracked, honestly. And then we can just do 10 damage as a treat here. We didn't have the bonus from Sharp, but that's okay. Don't you think it's odd how, like, any weapon that's, like, weak to fire, or, like, any enemy that's, like, weak to fire, right? You're just never gonna ever, like, proc that bonus, because when the hell are you ever using the torch or the flamethrower? Like, the flamethrower is actually good, but getting it is, like, way too difficult. Linguist first investigation, very lucky. If this is doomed, then we're gonna feel a little silly. Not doomed, because that is a village investigation. Love the -2 stamina, by the way. And we're just gonna get both of the allies, I think. We're gonna spend a lot of our resources doing this, just because we have a lot of bosses to fight, and this is the only one that we can kind of, like, cheese, you know? Get +2 damage, get -1 damage taken. Try to minimize the damage that we take, but our stats are half decent. Now, this area is doomed, by the way, but it is what it is. I mean, discipline is completely useless. Art knowledge is only good at the school, Outdoorsman is good here. I think we do have another forest mystery, though, so we are going to go ahead and take Outdoorsman. I think Art Knowledge is a little bit better, though, but Outdoorsman potentially saves us sanity, and Art Knowledge saves us stamina, sorry, and Outdoorsman saves us sanity, so I think that's just generally better. We took about, like, 5 damage on each stat, I'm pretty sure, and we ended up with something that's, like, half decent, so we are definitely going to throw the baseball bat. Just because we can't equip a weapon that's not dog shit doesn't mean that we can't use the weapons in other ways. Now, we're going to open with something like this because of how this works. And then we're going to... I don't think we can get a dodge, but we can get a prep, which theoretically works. Now, this is not, like, good. This is not how you want to do this. Because we're gonna take a lot of damage here. But we could do something like this for 14 damage at the price of 2. In theory, anyways. And now we can brace and do this again. We take 1, and then we kill next turn. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit crazy. We took a lot of hits there, but one of the good things about Ico, Blood Moon is terrible, by the way, because before it was you have to use 2 camera flashes to get your hit chance up, but now we have to use 4 camera flashes? That seems a bit bad. Just a little bit. Now, Akamanto or Medusa? I think you gotta go Akamanto. Like, our combat is gonna get better, right? We're gonna level up before this. We'll get to 8 strength. Hopefully we'll get, I mean, I was gonna say hopefully our combat gets better, but realistically it's not going to. We'd have to go in the History Club until we get, like, Ancestral Strength or something. Just because it's like... Actually... that works too. I'm okay with that. Because yes, we go down to 18, but like, Akamanto's gonna hit us every turn. It's gonna be like a whole thing, you know? So we're gonna brace, and then we're gonna guarantee an attack hits for 4. Can we use the flash here? I really want to. Now hold on. What can we do that might be a little bit cheesy here? It's a 65% chance, but we take 2 stamina, so it's like... Here's the thing. If the dodge fails and the attack fails, it's horrible. But if one of the coin flips goes through, it's fine. One of the coin flips went through. So, you know, how do you want to do that? I mean, I guess we could just... I don't want to do it again, but the coin flip gets more reliable every time. It's a little bit weird, but I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, does it really get us anything? Not really, but... probably a better way to do that. Wow, a good weapon. It's a shame that we're gonna throw it for 1 damage. Now, this is bad. We're losing a lot of sanity, and we're gonna lose more, but I do think that reasonably speaking, probably should have sold the handcuffs because we're going to use Threat of Fate. I think realistically speaking, the thing that I'm worried about is not... Well, I mean, the thing is we have to spend resources to kill bosses. So it's like, what do you want me to say, right? The forest is doomed. We have, we have nails, and then we have one other mystery, which is kind of like a pretty comfy mystery. I think we have, like, botany or something. Which, you know, sucks if we get, like, Jar of Blood, but nope, I'm not fighting a ghost. So we go down to... Yikes. This is gonna suck, honestly, because we're taking a lot of damage. And I'm trying to think now, like... maybe we just go for it, you know? Maybe you do just go for it. We take 1 damage to all. No, we're definitely going to be here for longer than 4 turns, so you should just bite the bullet here. Uh-oh. Well, we have those funny little whatchamacallits here. So I think you have to brace and you have to camera flash because that's just good defensive strategy. And then get in and attack, and then just hope that the flash works. But the flash is worth doing because we're always raising our attack chance, and we're getting a dodge chance as well. Not that it really matters like right now because we have to do the handcuff thing, but you know, I still think that's really reasonable, and we want to hard go into Doom if we can, like just push into as much Doom as possible. What do we want? Doom. When do we want it? Now. Because unfortunately, there's not really much that we can do outside of that. I mean, metamorphosis, we have to do the boss fight mystery, right? Because, I mean, the combat's not getting... God, getting Thread of Fate was so stupid, but it just costs Doom, you know? So it doesn't really matter. Like, we can't use it because of the broken jaw, and we're not gonna use it, so... Because I'm not getting the broken jaw cured. Like, yeah, sure, human enemy right here, but you want to take 4? Not really. This goes up to a 70% chance. I mean, it feels so bad rolling the dice and gambling, but it's kind of, like, exhilarating, isn't it? It's like no-stakes gambling, because it's a video game, and this is all, like, you know... Not, whatchamacallit. Do we have lethal after this? I mean, every time the flash is successful, we kind of, like, buy ourselves a turn. Oh, 8 damage. Funny moment. Yeah, that is pretty bad, actually. You ever think about that? You ever think about how disastrous this is and how we're gonna be doing the exact same goddamn thing again? I think we lose, but, like, it's kind of fun. Like, it's kind of awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of good. Like, it's kind of goated. Like, we're just gambling. Like, we're just going gambling. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, dude. There's no way I do 3 80%, one 90% chance, 2 80% chances, and if one of those misses, we lose the game. I would rather do a 50% chance we lose the game. Once. That works. I mean, that doesn't even, like, do anything for us, because what we would have to do is... Oh, I was thinking, like, we were kicking this whole time, but we're actually fighting with a weapon, so it's, like, actual dog shit, you know? Like, it's actually abysmal. I think we've gotta, like, throw the weapon, right? And then attack. And then we have to get another weapon from somebody who's hopefully not gonna kill us. Do we lose out on anything? Like, why are we doing 4 damage? What's the bonus damage that we have here? That's like, you know... Yeah, we're doing 4 damage. Am I being a little silly right now? Am I being purposefully a little dense? I'm not entirely sure why we have +1 damage, but we do. I'm not complaining. It's just that, I want to throw the branch. I want to throw the branch, and so I'm gonna throw the branch. And then... Okay. So all we have to do, it's very simple, alright? All we have to do is get into a fight with an enemy that is not bad. Ugh. Me insanity, Rutsu. We have to try to preserve our stats at all costs. It doesn't matter if the price is literally anything else. Let's see, +2 Doom. We can't get... This is unhinged, but, like... This matters. Like, we're gonna do it anyways, because we have basically unlimited Doom works, right? But, like, we're not gonna die to Doom. There's no universe where we die to Doom. But... The thing is... Oh my god. No, dude, no, you can't fight this guy. If we could improv and then... If we could improv and then... Oh god, we have a boss fight and we're not gonna have a weapon? Oh, no, no, no. I should have taken a turn. I should have taken a turn. Can we get, like, some really easy enemy who we can just beat up? Like, do you mind? Like, here's the thing. Doom is not the problem. We can waste as much Doom as we want pretty reliably. Like, we're not gonna Doom out. If we Doom out, then that's, like, a miracle. This is, like, the worst thing imaginable. But we need to get a weapon and hope to God it's the branch. So we take 2-1 and then we run. I want to point out what we're doing here, and we're doing it for a branch. And now we're gonna run. We're gonna flee the combat. That was literally our last chance to get it done. This is so weird. This is so bad. So we take 2. Our basic chance to hit sucks. We can do a prep and then a 60, and we guaranteed take 2. Or we can do just 4. We can do just 4. And then we can probably do 4. 70% chance to hit. And we maybe take damage. Oh, we're gambling, chat. We're gambling. You know, I said we're on the salt arc. I lied. This is the gambling arc. And I don't think we've ever been so more back than we are now. 0 damage. Like, because we kind of need to make sure that our attacks are gonna hit when we do, like, our desperation turn. Where it's like, this is all or nothing. Either our attacks hit and we die. Or our attacks hit or we die, I should say. There's not an and in that sentence. Oh my god, we're gambling. We're gambling. I don't think we have to spend one more turn gambling, but do we like try to break even with the gambling? Like, do we just brace? Cuz we 100% like we 100% should use the camera because we're killing the meat horror next turn no matter what. So we should gamble. And if we don't get hit, then good. If we do get hit, whatever, we were gonna get hit anyways. 5 stamina, 8 reason, 1 mystery left. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna take... do we even ever have to go to the school for botany? Folklore Studies is village posting. Do we have to go to the village for I don't even remember that it is botany. But, like, we're never getting to... whatchamacallit. We're never getting to 8 knowledge. So, we're just kind of screwed if we have a knowledge check. So, I guess we just put it into strength and then we start living our lives. Although, we should have gotten running shoes realistically. Because we can never fight anything for the rest of the run. Like, we can't fight anything. Like, if we get into combat with literally anyone or anything, we're running 100%. So running shoes is actually the correct play. But the thing that's really interesting about this, and why I'm, like, thinking the doomed locations don't matter, is the doomed locations give you +2 to your, like, doom, right? So you take 2 doom every time you investigate the location. But when you are in a high threat level location, which the police station can only reduce the threat level by 1, so a doomed location goes to a high threat level location, right? When that happens, we need a one shot. We have 1 shot to get through this. Lucky number upper left. Like, it's the only... we have 1 shot to get through this. Basically no chance. We don't have a light source. It's Jover, chat. I mean, Doom, we can take Doom. Dooms are rerolls. Pretty bad. Pretty colossally terrible. You gotta run. You gotta run. At least for a little bit, you can count this as a reroll. But the thing is, it's like, the thing that matters is the high threat level. You know, game's bad. Game's bad. Third one? Kill me. Kill me with it. Kill me with it. Don't be a coward. Oh my god. They're all the same investigation, chat. They're all the same investigation. They're all the same investigation! I'm gonna finish the thought about the Doom thing, because I think it's interesting. But basically, I cannot believe this is the second run in a row that we've gotten 3 sweater moments. You take Outdoorsman! You take Outdoorsman! Outdoorsman is necessary to live, okay? Don't ever, alright, Outdoorsman, a triple S tier perk, greatest perk in the game, okay? Because you were not existing in the meta of like, hey, here is 3 Moriko sweater events back to back. Okay? That's 30 EXP, or, much more importantly, minus 6 Doom minus 6 Reason mitigated. Like, you can't win with that shit! It's too powerful! Your max health is 13! You take almost half of it. Some characters don't even have 13 max health. You take, for Mimi, you'd be taking more than your max health. Unavoidable damage. Outdoorsman stonks rising. It just happens so often. Like, if you asked me, like, I don't know, like 500 in-game hours ago if Outdoorsman was good, I'd be like, you know, maybe if you get a bad perk roll and you want to potentially save yourself 2 Reason, it's takeable, it's workable. I was wrong. I'm gonna, let me finish this train of thought while I look up the perk tier list that I did. Because I'm about to do, like, a new perk tier list out of, like, Copium and Rage, right? But the thing is, the thing is, okay, very important, do you understand, is that the problem on Eldritch Parasite is less the +2 Doom and more the high threat level, okay? The high threat level is the big deal. The high threat level is the big deal. My dog is, she went to the window, and the thing is, I know she's pranking me, right? Because she went to the window, there's nobody out there, but she's looking at me, and she looks like she's about to bark, because she just wants attention. But it's like, you know? I think she wants a treat. That's the vibe that I'm getting, okay? That's the vibe that I'm getting. That's the true and real vibe that I'm getting. World of Horror. I can't find it on my channel. I'm not scrolling 80 years. World of Horror. Perk tier list. 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Why the hell is it a Dead by Day? Like, the first 2 videos that show up are my live streams, right? The third thing that shows up, and this is for me, obviously, your search things are customized, but like, I haven't watched an Otsdarva video, in like, I don't know, years. And the third video that pops up is all 124 killer perks explained and tier listed, which, by the way, if you're new to Dead by Daylight and you're trying to get into it, very useful video. Otsdarva made me much better at the game. But let's see, character tier list. Wait, how many? Oh no, character and perk tier list. 9.84, 9.17, 9.17 H1 plus custom character perks. Wait, this doesn't sound right. Why is it the same patch? 9.17 H1 and then 9.17 H1 plus custom character perks. I think that's when it was like leaked on Discord, or not leaked, but like posted on Discord. So the most recent one is the 9.84. The game's out in 1.0. What the hell is wrong with me? Why is there not another one of these? Like, I get it. The game's barely changed. Maybe. But it feels like it's changed completely. At least recently, I feel like the game's new and different. I feel like Panstash hit the funny lever. Alright, we're here. It's the 9.84 F1. I'm assuming that one's real. I'm skipping to the end. I'm skipping to the end. Where the hell did I put Outdoorsman? Where the hell did I put Outdoorsman? Oh god, things have changed so much. I think I need to do, like, 2 perk tier lists. One is, like, when you're playing the character, and, like, when you are, like, on all perks. Think that makes sense. Cannot currently rank Doom Effigy. Doom Effigy's goated, dude. Where the hell is Outdoorsman? I'm looking at this stupid list. Where the hell is it? I don't even remember what Big Spender does, and it's in the bouquet tier. Outdoorsman better be, like, A tier plus. There's no way. It's in B? Oh. Alright, we're doing a new perk tier list. This shit is useless. I mean, obviously, like, Blood Mania, Eldritch Possession, Adrenaline, like, Fast Swimmer, this shit's good. What the hell does Fresh Meat do, dude? I'm gonna have to, like, figure out what all these stupid custom character perks do. And then Sheeb Surge is an A tier? Wait, Crudy's Kill is an S tier? What the hell is wrong with me? This is awful. This is terrible. This is aged poorly. There needs to be, like, we're doing a jokey perk tier list. I just need to figure out what the hell the other perks in the game do, because I don't play custom characters very often. So why is Sharpstone good? I don't actually need to play with these perks, I'll be honest with you, probably. Because I can probably just read what they do, and if they function properly, they're good, but... Maybe I shouldn't bother with custom character perks, because you can't actually play them in the game unless you mod. But it would be useful for people who are making mods if they want to know if the perks are dog shit or not. Me and Predestined and Survival Instinct Rutsu. There's no way. But, anyways, let's just, I'm ending the video now. No trivia.